What's going on, YouTube? This is Blue Bolt Sports Server Politics. I just wanted to make one more video, man, and it's a lot of fucking capping in this whole thing today. I swear it is, man. Like Giannis Antetokounmpo won an NBA championship last year with the Milwaukee Bucks, right? And had a dominant run on his way to there, right? And long story short, the closeout game was nothing short of all-time great. You make the argument it's one of the top 5 greatest closeout games in NBA Finals history. Right up there with Tim Duncan's almost quadruple-double in 2003, Magic Johnson's Game 6 clincher back in 1980. I'm just throwing out random shit. You know what I mean? I'm just throwing out random shit. Of course, Michael Jordan has had a few. LeBron had a few. But Giannis Antetokounmpo put himself in rarefied territory, right? But you got these parasites in the media acting like that shit didn't matter because they constantly are still capping for Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, okay, a great player, but what is he proven to actually earn that mantle? You know? Like, okay, it'd be one thing if it was just him and Kyrie, right? But he basically invited another all-star player, another MVP, mind you at, in James Harden, okay? James Harden, another MVP, you got another MVP on your team, you got another super team on your hands, all right? And the parasites in the media continue to give KD a pass, and I don't understand why. You know? Like, I don't care about the injuries. Fuck all the injuries. Fuck all the, buts. And if this would have happened, if the ball would have bounced this way and shit, right? Kevin Durant's supposed to be the best player in the world, right? So he's supposed to get that same responsibility as the best player in the world. He needs to be held to the same standard as was LeBron James, who's, by the way, according to the media, washed up, right? But he continues to get pass after pass after pass from these media heads, man, and I don't understand it. And these clowns here on YouTube. Why? Because he has a pretty offensive game and shit. He can step back, dribble, step back, and pull up a fadeaway jump shot. Last time I checked, it's been 3 years since Kevin Durant last won the NBA championship. Did anything of any significance. Since then, he's had an unfortunate injury, right? And last season, he hardly played. And he got hurt right up into the playoffs, right into the postseason. And don't give me this shit about, they wanted to save him for the playoffs. When people were capping, when LeBron and them was coming off the pandemic after winning the championship in the bubble, they claimed that the season was starting too early. But yet people started going under, as usual, getting on LeBron's neck for so-called complaining about the early startup. But yet, everybody want to give KD a pass. You know? Game 7, right? Basically, it was nip and tuck. You know? Game 7 was there to win. And I don't want to hear this excuse about if the toe was over the line, if the toe was right there at the line. Fact of the matter is, he only shot a 2. It happened. It is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? But everybody's playing this what-if game instead of dealing with reality, you know? And the reality is, KD came up short, right? KD came up short. So therefore, he shouldn't be in the conversation as the best player in the NBA. That title should belong to Giannis and Giannis only because he led his team to the championship and he won Finals MVP doing it in dominant fashion. I mean, I don't know what's the problem with the media and Giannis, man. Is it because he's in a small market and shit, and Katie's over there in New York City? That's what it is right here, man. Small market versus big market. They see KD as more. He's more. What's the word I'm looking for, man? He's more. He's more. He's more promotable. He's more promotable to the NBA product. When they look at a Giannis, all he does is dunk. He ain't got no jump shot. He ain't got no crossover dribble. He ain't got no fadeaway jump shot. He just goes out there and dominates. And it's like, you know, it's a double standard, man. You know, these are the same media parasites. These are the same media leeches that crucified LeBron for 2011 to this day. You know, way back when our first so-called seminal first take, goddamn Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith did like a segment on the top 5 players in the NBA, and LeBron was neither one of them dudes top 5. But yet, Kevin Durant could lose in the second round, and he's the best player in the world according to them assholes. You know? According to them assholes, asshole parasites, Kevin Durant is still the best player in the world, despite the fact that he came up short in the Eastern Conference semis. You know, but Giannis is just this guy that can dunk, is not skilled. You know, and this is why I've eradicated myself from the sports media, man, because they lie. Like I said, I know I sound like a broken record. I admit, and I said this plenty of times before. These motherfuckers lie. These motherfuckers change the narrative. And they move the goalposts to serve their own agenda, man. And it's like, it wasn't like that back in the days. People called it straight down the middle and for what it is, man. And I don't see what the hell Kevin Durant did to earn this title as the best player in the NBA, okay? Everybody's now going up, oh, he won a gold medal in the Olympics, so we're going to lower the bar like that? All I know is if a certain other somebody did all this stuff, lose in the first round, but yet still win a gold medal when people consider him the best player in the world, he would be getting shitted on right now by the media. More specifically, all the ringleaders such as Stephen A. Snitch's bitch ass, punk ass, you know? Bitch made ass, man, you know? And he's the one that's capping for all this bullshit right now, you know? He's the one capping for all this bullshit right now. Talking about Katie the best in the world, it's not even close. Fuck out of here, man. He just totally disregarded Giannis, man. And like, he act like Giannis is just this bum that got fortunate and lucky and shit. Now, the injuries play a role? Yeah, they did. But you can make the argument injuries played a role in a whole bunch of championship runs. You know? I mean, I can go all the way back to 2000, or even way back earlier than that. 1989 finals. Magic doesn't get hurt. Who knows how that series turns out? You know. I can go 2003. Chris Webber don't get hurt. Do the Kings actually win it all? Because you got to think they were coming off that disappointing loss in Game 7 to the Lakers, and they came back the next year. They was balling. You know, the West was nip and tuck back then. It wasn't until late in the season where the Spurs caught fire and they carried it into the postseason. And what, you know, they carried it into the postseason and eventually won a championship. You know, we can go to 2005, Detroit Pistons and Miami Heat. Both Shaq and Dwayne Wade got hurt in that series. You know, injuries played a role in that. If they're healthy, Miami Heat, they have an argument they can win that series. So this whole injury thing and this whole Brooklyn Nets were hurt. End of the day, Game 7 was still there for the taking. But what happened? What happened? KD came up short. You know, but everybody acts like that shit didn't happen. But yet they want to still think Giannis is this flawed player and shit. You know, this is what I'm talking about with the double standard in the media, man. When it comes to these clowns, man, you can't take their word for a grain of salt at all, man. And it's just like this comes down to big market versus small market. KD's in the New York City area, small market. Therefore, he's going to get more pub. As opposed to Giannis, he's almost in the middle of nowhere. I don't want to say Milwaukee's middle of nowhere because it's not. But as comparison to the exposure that the Milwaukee Bucks get, he's like second nature. He's like second fiddle when he shouldn't be. You know, the Milwaukee Bucks earned that championship at the end of the day. And they were down 2-0 to the Phoenix Suns, right? 2-0 to the Phoenix Suns. And they won 4 straight games, you know? Now, I'm not saying Giannis was all Giannis. You got to give props to Chris Middleton. You got to give props to Drew Holiday, Brook Lopez, PJ Tucker, who's no longer there, you know? But at the end of the day, everybody's just ignoring Giannis like he's like second fiddle, man. And it's bullshit to me. What did Kevin Durant do that was so great to earn that title over Giannis Antetokounmpo, man? And how the media is just like straight up disrespecting Giannis here, man. But like I said, man, it's bullshit to me, man. And it's like this should motivate Giannis, man. I mean, if I was Giannis, I'd be extra motivated right now to at least go out there and win another championship. You know, prove these people wrong, man. Try to get the best out of everybody, all my teammates, and go out here and prove these dudes wrong. Hell, I'll go after another MVP. You know, forget fuck all that. I go after another MVP to shut all these leeches up. Talk about Kevin Durant is going to be taking over this league, but yet they fail to realize that Giannis is 26 years old, 2-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and already won a championship at 26. He's just getting started, right? He's just getting started. And for people just brush that under the rug just so they can prop up Kevin Durant just because he plays for the Brooklyn Nets is bullshit to me, you know? But don't surprise me, man. This is how the media does. This is how they move. This is how they operate nowadays, man. You know, and it's like I said, I eradicate myself from the sports media, man. I don't watch First Take. I don't watch Undisputed. Shannon Sharp is the only thing good about Undisputed, and all the rest of these punk ass shows that be on all the rest of these punk ass shows that be on TV nowadays. You know, because it's all cap. You're not going to get an honest discussion from nobody. You're not going to get an honest argument from anybody because they have an agenda and they cap. So, like I said before, man, it's bullshit to me that the media and the media that's working for the publications too, that has changed too. You got a lot of these people in the media publications now that are quite like Stephen A. Snitch. Got the same personality as Stephen A. Snitch. They don't have the platform now, you know, and they judge players unfairly and shit. And they judge the scale as bullshit, you know. But let me know what y'all think, man. Hit like and subscribe, man, and I'll holler at y'all people later.